What if the ancient gods we've read about in myths and legends aren't just relics of the past? What if they are still quietly pulling the strings in our modern world, subtly influencing the decisions we make, guiding our actions, and shaping the world in ways we can't even begin to comprehend? For centuries, gods, goddesses, and mythical creatures have captivated human imagination. But are these powerful deities truly gone? Or do they continue to leave their mark on our world? The idea that ancient gods might still have a presence today is a wild one, but if we look closely, we might find that their influence is still very much alive in our modern lives. In this exploration, we'll dig deep into the possibility that ancient gods, with their timeless power and influence, may be quietly shaping contemporary culture and society in ways that we often overlook. It's not easy to wrap our minds around the idea that ancient beliefs and deities might be shaping the world we live in today. Our modern lives seem so far removed from the mythological landscapes our ancestors once inhabited, and yet, when we take a closer look, we might discover that the threads of these ancient stories are still woven into the fabric of society in ways we hadn't considered. Take, for example, the way we casually use mythological references in everyday language. Phrases like Pandora's box or Achilles' heel. These expressions have become so ingrained in our cultural lexicon that we hardly even realize they originated from ancient myths. But what if these references are more than just a linguistic quirk? What if they are evidence of the enduring power of ancient beliefs that still influence our collective consciousness in profound ways? Perhaps even more surprising is the way we elevate certain individuals in modern society. We place them on pedestals, attributing almost divine qualities to them, as though they were modern-day gods and goddesses. Is this simply a form of harmless celebrity worship, or could it reflect a deeper psychological need to connect with something greater than ourselves, something that ancient gods once provided? For thousands of years, the gods and goddesses of myth were seen as the ultimate guides, helping people make sense of the world, explain natural phenomena, and provide moral frameworks to live by. Today, while our world has evolved in ways that would seem unrecognizable to ancient peoples, many of our fundamental human needs have remained the same. The desire for meaning, connection, and guidance is still deeply embedded in our collective psyche. Could it be that the echoes of these ancient gods continue to reverberate within us, subtly shaping our thoughts, actions, and the way we interact with the world around us? Let's consider the ancient Sumerians, who believed their gods and goddesses directly intervened in human affairs. Similarly, many indigenous cultures around the world still see the natural world as a realm of spiritual power and wisdom, a sacred place where divine forces influence every aspect of life. What if these ancient beliefs weren't just quaint relics of a bygone era, but instead point to something deeper, a profound, enduring connection between humans and the divine? Fast forward to the present day, and we can observe how many modern societal trends echo the narratives of ancient myths. The rise of social media, for example, taps into our deep, ingrained need for community and connection, a need that ancient myths also addressed. Social media platforms allow us to form virtual tribes, share our stories, and worship icons from afar, much like the gods and goddesses of ancient mythologies. Another striking parallel can be found in our worship of technology. We place almost mystical reverence in our devices, gadgets, and algorithms, seeing them as possessing near magical powers. Is this not a modern form of idolatry, where the old gods of legend have simply been replaced by the new gods of silicon and code? And then there's the fascinating connection between ancient myths and modern psychological archetypes. Take, for instance, the concept of the hero's journey. This narrative structure, found across many ancient mythologies, has been adopted by modern psychologists to describe the process of personal growth and transformation. The idea of an ordinary person setting off on an extraordinary journey, encountering trials, and ultimately returning changed, has become a fundamental framework for understanding human psychology. What does this tell us about our collective psyche? That thousands of years after the myths were first told, we're still drawn to the same stories, using them to make sense of our own lives? It's clear that the influence of ancient gods and myths is far from being confined to the past. From the way we idolize our leaders to the way we use symbolism in marketing, advertising, and even modern-day politics, the echoes of ancient beliefs are everywhere. The question is, what if these ancient stories are more than just relics of a bygone age? What if they are, in fact, a crucial part of our collective DNA, still influencing our thoughts, actions, and decisions in profound ways? So, what does all of this mean? Are ancient gods secretly pulling the strings in our modern world, guiding our decisions, influencing our desires, and shaping our culture? Perhaps, perhaps not. But one thing is certain. The power of these ancient gods and the myths surrounding them continues to shape our world today. Their stories are still deeply embedded in our collective consciousness, influencing our values, our beliefs, and the way we navigate our lives. It's a fascinating idea that the gods of old might still be present in our world, not in the way we might expect, but in ways that reflect our shared history and universal human experience. Thank you for exploring this wild and thought-provoking idea with me. If you have any thoughts, interpretations, or theories of your own, be sure to share them in the comments below. And if you're eager to dive deeper into the mysteries of ancient myths and uncover more hidden connections between the past and present, check out our related video on the symbolism embedded in ancient artwork. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on future deep dives into the continuing influence of ancient mythology on modern culture.